Here we are, Rowan. You were third last year.
Yep.
This race, I've been watching, coming to this race for 25 years. I've been reading about it for 50 years. And it's not as easy as people think it is.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's a different sort of race to the normal Nat A's and Nat B's. It's, 45 miles. It's like, takes an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So it's a lot more open racing compared to, it's more similar to what you say, probably a critters to your typical Nat A. But yeah, it means it's more open to
Being
race.
45 miles means riders like you, who can race 100 miles, can really go from the start.
It does mean that, yeah. It does also mean that the training I do generally coming into it isn't necessarily as suiting. I normally, the training I'm doing is more so I'm peaking in May and being able to perform like a maximal effort at the end of 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, it makes it more fun of a race being so short because it's just full gas the whole time. But it should be good fun, especially with the hills, and see if the wind picks up, if there's any crosswind over the top.
Yeah.
That should be where it goes today.
I just saw the sun for a second there. That was nice. Losing your place in St Barham team, that going. How big a blow was that? Because I know riders are almost retiring at 20 years old because of what's happened.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't ideal due to the fact of how late it happened in the year. Didn't give myself or any of the other riders really many other options, because when you email a Conti team in December asking do you have any spots open, funnily enough they're all full. So yeah, it's sort of a blessing that Raptor has formed when it has, and given some of us who were at St Piran and some others an opportunity to still race, do it supported, and do some UCI races as well this year.
And for yourself, who's done so well, you've had great success abroad, you've had success here. How important is racing abroad to you?
At this stage in my career, probably critical. If I in my personal aspirations, if I don't go pro in the next year or two, that's fine. I'll probably carry on racing, but I won't be training full time after that. As it's the UCI race. If you want to go pro and join a pro team, you have to be doing it at a UCI race, and at or a national race in a country isn't unfortunately good enough. So they're essential.
Any particular goals? I mean, the first national series race this year just happens to be one that you won.
It is, yeah. We've got a 4 day, well, not 4 day. We've got in a week we've got a block of 4 UCI 1 days. Sickle's the first one, then we go out to Belgium, and then we've got 2 in Denmark straight afterwards, back to back. So I'll be aiming to be peaking around then. So I'll probably be in decent shape for East Cleveland again at mid-April, isn't it? Start of April. So it should still be good for that.
Final question regarding preparing for a race like this, so the body isn't too shocked by it. A lot of intensity in the training in leading up to this, and how long?
I've probably only done adequate intensity for this sort of race in the last week or two, but that's because last year obviously I was in a new team, so I came in quite hot into Perth in the early season Nat Bs, just to be selected for the UCI races we had coming up, because this year I'm in a smaller team and a bit more, we don't have as many opportunities with UCI races, and a bit more training a bit more focusedly for the key races in the year. So I've done less prep for this race compared to last year, but I've done another winter's training in the legs, so I imagine I'm in similar or better shape.
A long way to go, isn't there?
There is, yeah, exactly.
And the winter's been all right for you, no hiccups?
No, a couple of minor illnesses, but nothing major that would have thrown me off now.
That's good to hear.
Good. Cheers.